Once upon a time, in a far-off land called Sunnyvale, there lived a poor man named Ethan. He owned nothing but a tiny hut where he lived with his wife, Lily. The king of Sunnyvale, Oliver, was famous for his big heart and love for helping the poor. Every night, Oliver would slip on a disguise and roam the quiet streets of his kingdom to see how his people were really doing. One chilly evening, as Oliver wandered through the village, he passed Ethan's hut. From inside, he heard Lily's worried voice. "We've got no money left for food. What do we do now?" Ethan answered softly, "Don't stress, love. King Oliver is kind. Tomorrow I'll ask him for help. With a little boat, we can fish and start a small trade to get by." The next morning, Ethan visited the palace. King Oliver, recognizing him from the night before, felt a pang of kindness. He handed Ethan a chest bursting with gold coins. Ethan rushed home, overjoyed. That night, he and Lily celebrated and slept with light hearts. But when morning came, they both rose in shock. The chest was empty. Every coin was gone. Yet the doors and windows were still locked tight. Confused, Ethan returned to the palace and told Oliver everything. The king was stunned, but gave him another chest of gold. Ethan went home, hopeful again. He and Lily slept soundly, dreaming of a better life. But the next morning, same story. The chest was empty, and the hut was still locked from the inside. Ethan went back to the king a third time, explaining the strange events. Oliver, still generous, gave him one more chest of gold. But this time, he decided to get to the bottom of it. That night, the king hid behind a big oak tree in Ethan's yard and waited. At midnight, when Ethan and Lily were fast asleep, Oliver spotted a shadowy figure slip into the hut and sneak out with the chest of gold. Sword in hand, Oliver stepped forward and shouted, "Who are you, and why are you stealing this man's gold?" The shadow's voice was eerie. "I am destiny. Ethan is meant to stay poor forever. It's the result of his past actions. No matter how much wealth he gets, it will always vanish." Oliver frowned, puzzled. Why? What did he do in his past life to deserve this? Destiny shook its head. "I can't say, but if you want answers, travel 60 miles to a village by the hills. There, the oldest woman, Clara, knows the story of a man named Simon, who once lived there." With that, the shadow vanished with the gold. Determined, Oliver rode through the night and reached the hill village by dawn. After asking around, he found Clara sitting under a giant willow tree. He bowed respectfully and said, "I'm here to hear Simon's story." Clara's eyes grew heavy. "Simon? Oh, I remember him. Long ago, he was the richest man around. He lent money to farmers and the poor, but he was greedy. His loans were traps. He set terms so harsh, no one could repay them." Clara went on. "One farmer borrowed a small sum from Simon. Over time, he paid back way more than he took. But Simon said it was just interest, and the main amount was still owed. Then, a terrible drought hit. The farmer's crops died, and he couldn't pay. Simon took his land, his home, everything. The farmer was crushed and died of a broken heart. Years later, Simon got sick and died suddenly, maybe because of his cruel ways." Oliver pieced it together. Simon was reborn as Ethan, now living the consequences of his past greed. The king returned to Sunnyvale and shared the story with Ethan. Ethan listened quietly, his face full of sorrow. From that day, he changed. He worked hard as a laborer, earning an honest living. He began helping others, sharing food with the hungry, and giving what little he had. Months later, Oliver gave Ethan another chest of gold to start a small fishing business. This time, no shadow came. The gold stayed. Ethan's life bloomed, proving a simple truth. Our actions shape our future. Good or bad, what we do comes back to us. If we sow kindness, honesty, and hard work, life rewards us. But greed or selfishness, those bring thorns. Ethan's story shows us the law of karma. His past set his struggles, but his new choices changed his path. Destiny isn't written in the star. It's written by our hands. Through every choice we make. If life feels tough, don't lose hope. Start now. Plant seeds of goodness, and one day, you'll reap a harvest of blessings. No one else holds the pen to your story. It's in your hands. So, choose kindness, work hard, and live honestly. Your destiny is yours to shape out.